Hello, OG. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
My name is Ognjen. I'm from Bosnia, 18 years old, still in high school, and I've been in the Hasas University for almost a year now. It's actually
Okay.
closing in a few days. It will be a whole year.
Very cool. So, as an 18-year-old still in high school, what brought you to Husses University?
I just wanted to make a change for myself. I mean, I'm going to a mechatronics school, basically electrician, something like that.
Mhm.
And as I went through high school, first, second, third grade, I realized that that isn't something that I like to do. And at that time, I've heard about Andrew Tate and the Hustles University, and I decided to enroll and try it.
Okay. Which campuses do you actually get into when you join?
Mainly, I've been in the copywriting campus. I've been there for like 9 months, but in the meantime, I went to the affiliate marketing campus just to learn how to edit videos properly.
Mhm. And which one was it that you actually made the majority of your income through? Copywriting or
Copywriting,
marketing?
copywriting.
Copywriting. Okay. So, let's go along copywriting. Please explain in your 1 year within Husses University, as much as you remember, you could go month by month or you can segment them. What your life was like when you first joined, what lessons you went through, how it impacted your life, how you applied them, how you acquired clients, basically everything you remember from then until now.
Okay, I can start.
Mhm.
Basically, when I first joined, I was very skeptical. Will that work and everything? But within the 2 weeks, I signed my first client. It was for 25 bucks, not even enough to cover the subscription. And the worst thing, I spent that money. So I was just questioning myself, okay, this works, but how will I make money for another month? And my subscription was closing on April 27th. And on April 26th, I found a client for exactly amount of the subscription. And I got that for in my mind, that was a sign from God, like to continue pursuing this. And I spent my whole summer break, landed a client. It was my local business. I went to my local businesses and pitched my services. And my first client was a dentist, and I did a horrible job. When I say horrible, I mean he basically decided not to ever contact me again. And
Wow.
yeah, but that was just my sign of to that I need to improve. And I landed the second client, which is the vet client, veterinary. And in a period of 6 months, we were able to make him the number one vet business in my area. There were four vets, and two of them needed to close down because there wasn't enough customers for them. So
Oh,
basically,
wow.
yeah, basically we did a really really great job there, and I
Mhm.
was able to make much money for that client. The only problem was that I was getting paid based on monthly retainers. So even if I made him 10K a month, I'm still getting paid the same amount. But it's
Mhm.
okay. It was a really really good experience. And around that time, I was I it became I became good at copywriting, and basically, other people started contacting me to work for their businesses. And I was getting like 2 or 300 bucks. And keep in mind, average salaries in Bosnia are around 400 bucks, something like that. And I was making good money with that as a high school still.
Mhm.
And I got one bigger client, 500 bucks for one project. And basically, I decided to do something good for my parents because I'm so grateful for everything they did. So, quick story: back in 2015, we were in a really bad financial situation, and my parents needed to sell their wedding rings just to prepare me for the school and to basically put food on the table for my little brother, sister, and me. And since that day, I saw my mother cry, and basically my heart was broken from that very day. And with that money I got, I bought them brand new wedding rings. I cannot explain to you the feeling when my mother stood up, hugged me, and started crying with those rings in the hand. And that is basically
Oh,
my proudest moments yet in the real world, but it will be many more to come.
wow. Quite something there.
Yeah.
So, what do your parents think then of what you're doing?
They started to see that this works. Basically, they were very skeptical about it, and they even wanted me to go to the college. But I was able to just in time to show them that this works, and we made an agreement that I will not attend the college but continue pursuing this.
Wow. So yeah, very good to have supportive parents like that. Once you
Yeah.
actually show them that you know what you're doing, they'll stand behind you for it. That's really cool. Two questions I had when you were given a rundown. First thing is, how did you actually end up landing the, let's say, the dentist and the vet as clients? How did you approach them? What did you say to them?
I went to their businesses and pitched them face to face. I was like, I'm starting this. I will work for you for free for a week or two. And basically, if you are happy with my results, I will start getting paid. And yeah, that's how we started. I was just over giving my over giving
Yeah,
value, giving so
over
many
delivering.
bonuses to my work, over delivering. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And what you done for the vet? For the vet, how did you actually end up learning and improving copywriting from when you went from the dentist to the vet? Because clearly there was quite a difference there in your skill set.
Yeah, basically back in that time, I was just testing the niches, and for the local dentist, my job was to basically work on his social media, to write his opt-in pages where people will leave their book appointments, basically. And that was really, really trash. And I realized that I did a horrible job, but it's okay. And when I stopped working with that dentist, I just basically spent some time learning how to write copy, basically just writing. And I landed that wet client, and I basically read his website, read his social media, and even now I'm working with him. I'm just managing his social media right now. Yet the biggest success we had with basically we started implementing quizzes about pets, and let's say the one who gets first all the answers correctly will get some prize. So basically we started getting followers, more people attended quizzes, more people booking appointments and everything.
Hmm. Okay, very cool. And how is your average day change now? Now that you're working on copywriting and you're doing what you're doing, so how different is it now compared to before you joined Hustle University?
I have no time right now. Back in the day, I forgot to mention that I was basically video game addict. I was spending 16 hours a day playing video games. I mean, sounds ridiculous, but it's actually true. And I was able to transform that focus into something useful, into
Hmm.
copywriting. So it wasn't that big of a problem for me to focus on something. I just didn't know where to focus, what is the right thing to focus on.
Hmm.
And since that, my days are basically just wake up at 5 a.m., study through, do copywriting through 7, go to school. I'm I've been in school till like 1 or 2 p.m. And since I get home, I'm working on copywriting the whole day till 10 p.m. I just go sleep and repeat every day.
Very, very solid. Okay. And what has that led to then in terms of income overall? How much have you made?
Since today, I've made around $10,000.
Mhm. And again, as you said, in Bosnia, average wages around 400.
Yeah, 400. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So it's
crazy. You're doing very well
basically
for yourself.
yeah.
And again, it just shows that yeah, you had the drive. If you're able to play games 16 hours a day, clearly there's something there which, if you have a direction to head towards, then you'll be able to dedicate yourself fully to it. So, Houses University is just what gave you a direction, and yeah, there you go. You replaced the gaming with actually working, and here you are now, $10,000 in your pocket after.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're still scaling. So, speaking of scaling, where do you see this heading for you in short term, medium term, and long term?
Can you repeat the question? I'm so sorry.
Sure, sure. For future, where do you see everything scaling for you in the short term, medium term, and long term?
But basically, I'm waiting to finish my school and to go full time on copywriting. And where I see, I mean, like, I would like to start my own agency. I think that would be pretty good. But for now, I think that I will just continue copywriting for myself till I don't meet more successful people, successful copywriters. and we I will try to work with them as a team, and we will conquer together.
Okay, fair enough. Any plans on moving out from Bosnia, or are you fine staying there? Just wondering.
I would like to move out of Bosnia. I mean, the country itself is beautiful, but I need a change. I need
Mm-hmm.
to change the environment, at
Mm-hmm.
least for some time.
Yeah, and surround yourself with like-minded people in real life.
Yes, of course.
Makes sense. Okay, let's see. Uh, how did you know that it was going to work? Actually, dedicating yourself so much to copywriting before you had seen those results. What pushed you forward?
As I said, the moment where I was able to land a client the day before the end of my subscription,
Mhm.
that was just signed for me,
Okay.
and I basically
Mhm.
went all in there.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I guess for questions, that's pretty much everything. So I'll end off with a final one. For people who are unsure about joining Hustlers University because they're thinking it could be a scam, what advice would you have to them?
It is definitely not a scam. I mean, at least try it. If you dedicate enough time and if you listen to your professors, you will make it. Definitely. You just need to work hard every day and not give up.
Mhm. All right. Okay, so yeah, very solid. Thank you for sharing your story. Could you give any kind of contact details, anything, if people want to reach out to you?
Uh, I can give my Instagram, but it's kind of
Mhm.
hard to for me to tell it. Can you leave it in the description?
Yeah, 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 easy. So anyone who will be interested, just check in description. Will be there.
Yeah,
And yeah, again, thank you for coming and sharing your story. If you want, we can do a follow up in future to document your progress. If you have more to update us on, let's say 3 months down the line, then yeah, we'll get back on, see how you're doing. I like to do follow ups with people just again to track everything and just to show how much someone's life can change when they have the right guidance.
that will be great.
So, yeah. Okay. And until then, I wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.